Hey everybody! This video is kind of hard to make. I know, because I tried to make it a few minutes ago. And it was hard. So, let's take the mistakes I learned from the last time and let's apply them to this one, and then we'll have something better. I have a problem, and I need to talk about it, I guess. Because if I don't talk about it, it's just going to continue. And I think we all know that anything that isn't confronted will continue to grow. And sometimes it will continue to grow anyway. But I'm hoping that this will nip that in the bud, and we can move on and really talk to one another. I'm the type of person that when I feel wronged, I shut down. Particularly in arguments. I find that there's not a lot of things. I'm a pretty privileged person. There's not a lot of things that you can attack me for, but there are a couple. Or there are stereotypes you can apply to me, which will make communication shut down. One of which are the stereotypes of females. I'm not going to break every stereotype people have about females, but just realize that the concept of femininity and the idea that women behave in a certain way is a stereotype, and it's not real. And I am bringing this up because what's really been bothering me, because I can handle the sexism I've had to my whole life, but I cannot handle red baiting. And how I define that in this case is where people use stereotypes about communists, apply them to me, when those stereotypes are not me, they don't define me at all, and expect that to be some sort of argument or some sort of way to persuade me into thinking differently. If you insult me and my intelligence, I'm not going to respond positively. If you accuse me of being a authoritarian wacko, or if you accuse me of being a idealist, which is just so off. Really, look up the word idealist. Or if you accuse me of being or promoting state violence, or promoting things that I don't promote, like re-education camps, or forced dressing of children, or any number of things. Okay? Those are stereotypes about communists. These are stereotypes about socialists. And they don't fit me. I'm a person. I'm a socialist because I want to see every human being on this planet to have food when they're hungry, to have shelter at all points of their life, and to have education and work, according to their abilities. And I want to see an end to sexism and racism, poverty, exploitation, and oppression in all its forms. We can go from there, but honestly, let's start there. That's what I believe. And that's what I am working for. So when you apply those kinds of Or when you say things like that to me, that's really hurtful. It's a stereotype. It would be like, well, what's another stereotype I get? That's not a good stereotype example. I was thinking of the example of all feminists being fat and hairy and like me, and lesbians. And I think the appropriate answer for that is, so the fuck what? It's obviously not true, but it doesn't matter if all feminists are unattractive, right? Because it has nothing to do with the validity of feminism. It's a standard that women are held to, that for our ideas to be valid, we have to be wrapping them up in an attractive package. Maybe that's why my ideas don't go over that well. I don't know. I'm not saying this might cause conflict. I don't know. It might not get any views. But I wanted certain people to see this and hear it. Yeah, it's not appropriate to stereotype people. And it's not going to, I'm not going to forget about it. I think there's certain people I've been curt with, or have not talked to, or been, angry with. And I think this is a valid reason not to want to engage in discussion with people, because even lighthearted discussion, it's dehumanizing, and I don't want to be dehumanized. Okay? What is my hair doing? Pretty interesting, huh? Oh, there's a clip in it. Imagine that. Okay, so I think we've all got the message. If you have any questions about, what I think about things, I am willing to answer those in the comment section or in private message. And I want discussion to be open. But I feel so often that I've had to police my comment section. And I don't want to do that. But seriously, have a little respect for your fellow human beings, especially if you're somebody who wants to change the world. It would behoove you to not piss off and not discredit people who are working to similar goals, or at least working to positive goals, whether you agree with all of them or not.